The film opens in a dimly lit bar in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where Mark Zuckerberg, Jesse Eisenberg, a Harvard undergraduate, sits across from his girlfriend, Erica Albright, Rooney Mara. Their conversation is sharp and uncomfortable. Mark is obsessed with impressing Erica by talking about his academic ambitions, programming expertise, and his aspiration to join one of Harvard's prestigious final clubs. However, his condescending tone and self centered attitude frustrate Erica. She accuses him of being insecure and self absorbed, leading to an argument that ends with Erica breaking up with him. Her parting words, "Dating you is like dating a stairmaster," sting Mark deeply, leaving him humiliated and angry. Mark returns to his dorm room, seething with resentment. Fueled by alcohol and bitterness, he vents his frustration on his blog, making cruel and misogynistic remarks about Erica. Simultaneously, he begins coding a new project. Using his hacking skills, Mark creates a website called FaceMash. The site allows Harvard students to compare the attractiveness of their female classmates by pulling photos from the university's databases without permission. So, Mark enlists his best friend, Eduardo Saverin, Andrew Garfield, to help him by providing an algorithm that ranks the women's photos. FaceMash goes live and spreads across campus like wildfire, drawing thousands of hits within hours. However, the site sparks outrage among students, especially women, who feel objectified and humiliated. FaceMash's popularity causes Harvard's servers to crash, which draws the attention of the university administration. Mark is called before a disciplinary board and reprimanded, but he dismisses the incident as a harmless prank. Despite the backlash, Mark's ability to create something so viral gains him notoriety on campus. Mark's programming talent catches the attention of twins Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, both played by Armie Hammer, and their business partner, Divya Narendra, Max Minghella. The Winklevoss twins, members of Harvard's elite rowing team, are developing a social networking site for Harvard students called Harvard Connection. They approach Mark with a proposal. They want him to help finish coding their site. Intrigued by the concept but uninterested in working for them, Mark agrees to collaborate but quickly begins working on his own idea. Inspired by the exclusivity and social dynamics of Harvard's final clubs, Mark conceives a new project, a social networking site called the Facebook. The platform is designed to connect students by allowing them to create profiles, share updates, and connect with friends. Mark approaches Eduardo for funding, convincing him to invest $1,000 to get the project off the ground. Eduardo agrees and becomes the company's CFO. Mark works tirelessly on the Facebook, enlisting the help of his roommates Dustin Moskovitz, Joseph Mazzello, and Chris Hughes, Patrick Mappel. The site launches exclusively to Harvard students and becomes an instant hit. Its popularity spreads rapidly, and soon Mark expands the Facebook to other Ivy League schools, increasing its exclusivity and appeal. Meanwhile, the Winklevoss twins and Divya realize that Mark has essentially stolen their idea. They are furious but hesitant to take legal action, fearing it might damage their reputations. As the Facebook gains traction, Mark's vision for the platform grows. He dreams of expanding it beyond colleges and making it a global phenomenon. Enter Sean Parker, Justin Timberlake, the charismatic and ambitious co-founder of Napster. Sean contacts Mark after hearing about the Facebook and immediately recognizes its potential. He meets with Mark and Eduardo, dazzling Mark with stories of Silicon Valley and his vision for the platform. Sean advises Mark to drop "the" from the name, simplifying it to just Facebook. He also pushes for aggressive expansion and encourages Mark to relocate to Palo Alto, California, where the tech industry is booming. Mark is enamored by Sean's confidence and connections, but Eduardo is wary. He sees Sean as reckless and unreliable, especially after learning about Sean's past legal troubles. Despite Eduardo's reservations, Mark moves to Palo Alto with Dustin and Sean to focus on growing Facebook. Tensions between Mark and Eduardo begin to rise as Eduardo feels increasingly sidelined. While Eduardo stays in New York to secure advertisers and manage the business side of things, Mark and Sean focus on innovation and expansion. The Winklevoss twins, meanwhile, decide to take legal action against Mark. They file a lawsuit accusing him of intellectual property theft. The narrative shifts between flashbacks of Facebook's creation and scenes from depositions for two separate lawsuits, the Winklevoss case and a lawsuit filed by Eduardo against Mark. These depositions reveal the growing conflicts and betrayals within